welcome in to Two Guys Down 200 Pounds. I'm Brian.
I'm Brandon.
And this week, we're doing a special episode. We're at Dockside Nutrition with Sean and Olivia. If you're looking on YouTube, we're in a total different location. Usually we're in me and Brandon's little setup. Now we're doing it live here at Dockside. So thank y'all for joining us, Sean, Olivia, and we will jump right in. I guess just introduce yourselves. Your name, why you wanted to get going on this, but just go ahead, Olivia.
Oh, no.
He's first.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to say. I'm Olivia, and we started with Dockside. We kind of got into it because I found the products, found a shop like this probably about 8 years ago, and just fell in love with it. Was working nights, needed energy, just kind of fell in love, loved it, and then, just kept doing life. COVID happened, fell out of love with going through nursing.
He didn't know me then.
I didn't even meet him yet. So life kind of changed. We met, we got married, still hated what I was doing. And I was just like, hey, let's keep choosing happiness in life. And I was like, I want to open up a shop and do this. And he was like, okay. So we just kind of made our own spot, fell in love with it. I think it kind of aligns with what he wants to do with his life plans. And then just kind of spiraled into, we opened 6 months later. We had the opportunity to grab another one, and it's just 6 months feels like, I don't know, so much life has happened. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. So Sean, what I mean, I don't know that this was your first goal, right? You told me you're a Marine, you work out, you're doing this, and then one day you're like, hey, let's open a tea store.
Yeah. So
from working at Glock
Yeah.
to open up a tea store, like complete opposites here.
look, whenever Olivia brought me the whole shop thing, right? We've been going to one over in Hickory Flat area, right? And it was really cool. We liked the environment. I liked the product, right? So the teas are good. They replaced energy drinks,
Yeah.
right? I was a big energy drink guy. Drank 4 or 5 a day. Monsters were my go-to, yeah. And so I now drink these.
Heart
right?
attack.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was bad. And she was like, hey, something crazy. I don't like what I'm doing. What if we did this? And I was like, well, why not? Right? Let's look at the numbers. Let's figure out what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big number guy, right?
Yep.
And we made that call last May.
Yeah.
August, we signed the lease, and we opened in January. 6 months of it, or 4 months really, and we took over a second shop, and I quit my job, and now here we are. So 2026 has been a very busy year for us.
It's been insane.
It's been crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But never actually thought this where I'd be at.
Yeah.
Right. I moved to Georgia for a job back in 23, working at Glock, and it's a completely different life plan, completely different path than what I had intended.
At the end of the day, his passion isn't Glock or anything like that. It's working out and fitness and diving into what's into products and into things. Me, I'm just like, hey, this is good. And he's like, what's in it? I'm like, I don't know, good stuff. So, but he wants to open a gym. He likes talking to people about working out. He loves, especially right now, we're really big with the youth and teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
And he loves talking to the football teams and teenage boys. They crack me up. They love talking to him. They'll be the scrawniest kid and they'll be like, hey. And I'm like, who are you? What's happening? So it's just all kind of folds together in what we found here and the community we're making and what aligns with passions and what we like to do.
So Ackworth was the first one open.
Mm-hmm.
And then you opened the one up in Hickory Flat area.
Yeah.
Well, we purchased one in Holly Springs.
Yeah, so the Hickory Flat one, somebody else owned it. And he is so great. He's the nicest guy. And none of these shops are the same. This is and he's just kind of ready to retire with
Yeah.
life. And I think he's just, because like the number one thing, people watch you before they approach you, they watch you. And he's just kind of been hearing and seeing, and he was just like, hey, I need help. This is my baby. You guys align with what we are. And Sean was just like, okay.
Yeah.
We were like, well, you know, what happens?
Yeah.
Fail? Okay.
So did he call y'all, or y'all seen a shop and walked in?
He called us. We've never really,
Yeah, we had a mutual friend
Yeah.
who like introduced us and like got the ball. Who knew his situation, knew our situation, knew we were looking like to further ourselves what we were doing.
Yeah.
Not this fast. Like, I mean,
yeah.
it's been
We were expecting this was a 2-year plan that happened in 4 months, right?
We've
So
been
like
extremely blessed.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's not easy. I mean, 10 years ago, I'm sitting with my wife, and I'm like, hey, I'm doing the whole corporate world. And then it's like, you know, I was doing the woodworking thing on the side. And then I'm like, hey, I'm not happy with where I'm at. And she's like, I'll write up your 2-week notice. And then bam, 2 weeks later, I'm dove right into it. So it's kind of similar because I wasn't expecting that. I went from the corporate world to doing my own thing, and it happened so fast. It was super busy. So I get it. You know, I know it's a lot. There's nothing easy about running a business.
Oh, it's an
Nothing at
emotional
all.
roller coaster.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah. So then we'll go from the business side. We'll do a little weight loss, what you're doing now, because I know you got married, you lost some weight, but y'all both lost. It's not a small number. It's a big number. So where were you at? Where are you at now? What are you doing in the gym?
What's your plans going forward? Or
Well, we were planning our wedding, and weddings are expensive. And I was like, I'm not paying all this money for wedding photos, and then to look back and be like, oh my God, I was fat. I hate all these photos. No. So it was like, we are losing weight. I've never been someone who's had to lose weight or to lose weight. I hate the way he loses weight. He's typical man, chicken and rice. That's all you eat, ground beef and rice. I'm like, yeah. So I was like, we're gonna lose this weight. We're gonna do it. And I was like, we have all the tools.
Yeah.
So what the heck are we doing?
I also didn't realize how big we'd gotten. Right? Like we gained happy weight.
Yeah.
When we got together, right? And
yeah,
in that happy weight, you don't realize how far it goes.
you don't realize how happy you were.
Yeah. Until now, like she'll show me a picture. I'm like, oh, I was fat. And she's like, I kept telling you we were fat. And I was like, no, but I didn't see it. We weren't that fat. Like, now I'm just like, yeah. Like she lost 50 for our wedding, and I'm down. I lost 50 before the wedding, and I'm down to 70 total. So I started right at 290. I'm at 221 this morning.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny. We talk about the looking back on pictures, and it's like I tell Brian, or I tell my wife all the time, like, looking back on even after our wedding, because I lost weight too before we were, matter of fact, my wife probably more skinnier then, and then after we got married, we blew up and got fat and happy. I always say, I look back and I'm like, how in the hell did you think that I was a decent looking guy after we got married? Like, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, I would have divorced me if I looked the way that I looked back then. And it's crazy because I mean, no offense to my wife or anything, and I always thought she was beautiful, but looking back, it was like, God bless. I mean, it was like that movie Shallow Hal or whatever. It's literally like you see this big lady, but you just don't see it. And it's just crazy looking back on things now, because it's like, dude, I don't ever want to go back there again. But two, it's like, I don't know why my wife didn't divorce me.
In the moment, you don't notice how big you are.
No, not, and it's not even close because, Ding Dong Brandon here just posted a picture of me, Friday or Saturday? I don't know what it was, but posted the picture of me. I don't know when the first picture was taken. I'm not sure, but
years ago.
But the other picture was Saturday morning.
Still a lot of fat, but
when I was working out. But being with somebody every freaking day, you just don't notice it. You don't notice the weight gain. and you really don't notice the weight loss because somebody texted me after Brandon posted the picture and he was like, man, I knew you were big, but I didn't know you were that big. And I think that being with somebody, your wife or your brother or my wife or his wife, y'all being together, you don't see the 5 pounds this month, the 5 pounds next month. Yep. Next thing you know, you're sitting at 290 pounds. And you don't realize it. It's easy. You're just happy. You're living life. And next thing you know, you're fat.
Next thing you know, you're fat. That should be on a t-shirt.
Yes. Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're fat. And we'll start having bumpers. And
Yeah.
bumpers.
So I mean, you kind of covered a little bit. I guess because I want to know, I know we talked about kind of what made you wanted to open, the nutrition, but I want to know more about the tea. Like I want to know because you were talking about you're a big energy drink guy, and I am too. Now I've had a few Dockside teas now. They are really good. I'm not just saying that. They are really good teas. But why is a tea better than my Monster Zero?
For me, I drank 4 or 5 Monsters a day because of the crash at the back end. So I would get that first one on the way to work, and by 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, I would leave the house at 4:30. I'm crashing. I'm falling asleep at my desk, and I had to go grab another one. And then I'm grabbing another one, and I start crashing from that. Or, hey, I have a meeting. I need to be alert. Go grab another one. But teas, there's no crash.
Yeah.
So, like, it's that natural caffeine. It's not chemical-based caffeine.
Yeah.
So, like, you have that high, and you stay there. And when you come down from it, there's not that sleepy crash on the back end.
Yeah.
You just kind of stay like you're back at like a good spot.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as drinking 5 teas as it is 5 energy drinks.
Caffeine wise, it's not great.
Yeah.
But like,
it's a little bit more healthy.
Yeah, the way everything is and how we break it down and what we like to put into it is if you read the back of a Monster, Alani, a Celsius, a Red Bull, all these big energy drinks, you see, oh, it's got vitamins B, C's, biotin, like, oh, there's no sugar in it. It's good for me. And then you drink 5 a day and then you still feel like crap. We put in all the same things in it that are good for you. So the way I like to describe it is everything that brings you up, nothing to bring you down. So we still give you vitamins B, C's, biotin. We have natural caffeine. It's the tea base. It's guarana. It's we put a shot of aloe in it. So we kind of it's everything in there that's good for you is this. And then when you break down and look at it, like tea also is a natural diuretic. So it's helping you go to the bathroom. It's flushing your kidneys. Like it's just there's different. You get to the same goal, just take a different way.
Yeah.
Plus, a tea is roughly 65 calories, but it makes your metabolism burn like 80. Yeah. Right? That's like the science what we've been like we can see, right?
Yeah.
And so therefore, technically, you lose weight with every tea. You might as well drink it.
Yeah. And that was going to be one of the next questions. And I know they're probably not. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but it's not a weight loss drink. Technically.
Nothing. It's not technically a weight loss drink. It's just something that it just helps you. I mean, really, it's for the energy, and it's it's more of a mental energy focus that it pulls versus like I drink a Red Bull and
I'm ready to run through a brick wall.
Yeah, so
gain your wings.
It definitely takes it differently.
I like telling people we like to give a natural, like healthy alternative to what people need to go out and get in the world, right? Okay, cool. We have the teas, better for you than an energy drink.
Yeah.
We do our protein shakes, right? Those are better for you than like going to say you go to one of these big shake shops, you walk out there with a 1,200 calorie shake.
Yeah.
Right. Like that's a full like half a day of somebody's diet in that one shake. Ours with 350 calories or less, right? So like you can have that and it still keeps you in your deficit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So like just natural alternatives that are healthy and good for you instead of like going to the gas station and grabbing something real quick and get some can.
Yeah. No, I mean, I used to be monster like you. I don't know about 5. I don't know about 5 a day, but two for sure. But Monster's my go-to.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, these are legit.
Yeah, 2. I mean, I would drink 2 energy drinks. Now, so I do find my way in the dark side more than I like to admit. But yeah, I mean, these teas are great. They work out for me. I get one. They're pretty much my pre-workout before I go to the gym, because when I leave Dockside, I go straight to the gym every day.
So what's your favorite? What's your favorite drink here?
Well, when it comes to tea, I feel like it kind of changes during the day. So, like, some people, he can walk in at 7 a.m. and be like, I want a warhead. And, like, it's sour. And I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Now, maybe at like 3:30, sure, not 7.
Yeah.
I start my morning every day like a plain Jane. I just get tea and aloe. That's it. It's just wakes me up. It gives me my mental focus, gets my brain going, and then later in the day, when I want more caffeine, I'll get one of these. And I usually like the sweeter ones.
No, everything has to be sour for me.
Yeah.
So like that one you're drinking there is one of my favorites. Whenever I walk in here at 7 a.m., I'm like, hey, give me that.
Yeah.
Right? That blue sour patch, I want to punch me in the mouth. I want it to like pucker me whenever I take that first sip in the morning.
Or you could just let Olivia punch you in the mouth and everything be great.
See, we can't put that on the internet.
It would be a good video though.
We are happily married.
It would be a great video.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like Sean. I mean, I want a Sour Patch or whatever. I just want to taste it. I want it to hit me. So that's kind of my. I would probably drink one at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
I just like the taste of it. Brandon, what's your? I mean, you come here every daggone day. What's the?
I switch mine up most of the time. I like to. I get all different kinds every time I come. I try to get something different every time I come, but probably my favorite one that I like to get before I go to the gym is what they call Dole Whip, and it's probably the best one they make to me.
I think a lot of people would agree with you. That tea was like, so we do a monthly menu, and it's only here for the month, and then I take it away and you get a new one, and that one went on one, and it just became like a uproar. So it's like, okay, this one stays forever.
And it's got everything in it. I mean, it's got my protein in it. I mean, everything.
Yeah, and so I know this is probably a bad question for y'all because I know you don't really know, but if I'm coming in the first time, you don't know nothing about me. What would you recommend? And I know you probably want to talk to me a little bit to see what I like.
Yeah.
Or not, but
it's a everyday, all day conversation. So you come in and it's the first thing, like normally there's a look, especially because with men, especially there is 100% a look because people look at these things and most men are like, I'm not walking around with a pink drink. You're crazy. They do. You guys have this look and I'm always just like, hello, please come in. So we get you to come up to the bar, you start looking at the menu, and the number one question is, what do you like? And I'm like, oh, no. This isn't about me. This is about you. Because they are $10 drinks. Like, we're going to make sure you like it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, what's your go-to energy drink? Once you tell me what that is, I've already narrowed it down to half of my menu. Or then it's like big flavors. Like, do you like coconut? Do you like sour? And then usually after like 3 questions, we can narrow it down and, take the first sip. Usually
probably like one of the ones once you narrow. I figured that was the case.
Yeah.
Can't just throw. You're not just going to throw me a plain tea because that's not, I don't, probably not going to be my go-to. So I figured it would be a case-by-case basis.
Yeah.
So I'm going to jump back. We're still on a little bit of the business side, but I know y'all been rocking and rolling here for the last, but have we had a moment or in the beginning, probably not now because y'all are rocking, but have you had a moment that you didn't think that this was going to work? Like, was it 2 months?
Yesterday. Every day.
She has this freak out daily.
Every day.
Every day.
Because, you can go to the gas station and get a $3 or 2 for $6. Yeah. And there's a million other places like this. There's coffee shops, there's Seven Brews, there's another place that's a twist like what we do right down the street. Obviously, we own two. And we opened with such a bang, and it blew everybody's mind. It blew our minds.
We went all in after 4 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then literally, like, I'm like, oh my God, what if this just because everybody was so excited? Nobody likes this anymore. I freak out. Or summertime has happened and it's been so rainy and everybody's out of town and traveling. And I'm just like, nobody likes this anymore. And the truth is, it's just
everybody's gone.
Everybody's just traveling.
They're in life, right? They're doing summer things.
Things happen. Like everybody's putting their budget towards back to school things, you know. And I'm always convinced. But like at the end of the day, like we've made such a community, and we're out in the community, and it's so much fun. Like you put a bar in front of somebody, and somebody just comes in and tells you their secrets or something, and it's just like you make these relationships, and I'm like, we're fine.
It's also like she's freaking out daily, but it's scary, right?
Yeah.
There's no backup plan. There's no fallback here. The fallback is we have to go get jobs, right? If this doesn't work out. Not that we don't work now, but
real jobs.
Yeah, we have to. Like,
it doesn't feel like work here.
Feel like work, right? Like we actually love what we're doing.
Yeah.
But like, there's no plan B right now. It's just all plan A. We're foot on the gas and we're just going.
Yeah.
So like on the days where like things are slower, we're both like in our respective shops because we're not in the same shop right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we're both freaking out, like working on different projects, figuring out how to drive people into our doors. How can we get back in the community? How can we like be bigger? And then we talk and we're just both like, no, we're fine. We're okay. It rained all afternoon. Of course, somebody wanted to get out of their car. I didn't want to go outside and take trash out.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
And that's what, because I know you get busy and it can be too much. Sometimes I'm sure, when you have days where you're up there and you're rocking and rolling and she's rocking and rolling and y'all don't even know what, heads from tails sometimes. But then you got your slow days and it's like, did we really make the right decision here?
Yeah. It's an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
It is an emotional roller coaster, just as it kind of reflects back on me and Brian when we first started this, because it's not really, it's a little different because this is just a side gig for us. We're not really making money off of doing this. So it's not the same as y'all, but like when me and Brian first started this, it was like, how many people are going to listen? And then we were, it took off the first few weeks. The podcast took off to a max. And then, we kind of did it towards the end of the school year. And then summer came, like y'all said, and people go on vacations. People are doing more things that people aren't in their regular school routines. And that's what, what came for us is we hit summertime and we seen our views dip some because people are going on vacation. You had 4th of July week. Nobody, I like to say half of America's on vacation. I'm sure it wasn't no different from this shop. It was like everybody's gone. So how many people were coming in and getting teas? How many people were listening to our podcast? It was times where, me and Brian questioned, do we keep going? And then, luckily for us is we actually can see our numbers every week. I'm sure similar to you guys. I can see how many teas are sold. So then you're like, okay, some weeks are a little bit more refreshing. Like, oh man, we did great this week. And then we might take a hit next week. Like, whenever school starts back, everybody's getting back in their routine. So are we going to take a hit because people's trying to figure out their routine again? Or are both of us going to be back up and running good because everybody is in their routine and back stopping by Dockside before they go get their kids, or, they're not sitting at home just, with their kids versus during school time, they're actually in their cars having to go places again. And I think we all benefit from when everybody's back in their routine.
Yeah. So how do you, I know you kind of touched on a little bit about other shops and there's gas stations, you can get energy drinks and you can get shake shops, you can get protein shops. So, how do you try to stand out and be a little bit different from those guys, right?
Yeah.
I know a gas station. It's hard to compete with a gas station. You get gas, you grab an energy drink. I get it. So I'm more tailoring this to, you know, shake shops and other tea places because they are out there.
Oh.
But what
The perfect example will be the reason why we're here today.
Yeah.
Because the relationship we built with Brandon,
Mhm.
right? It's us as people, and like us building relationships with our communities that we're in,
Yeah.
right? Us getting out there, us like being one with the community because that's what we care about.
Yeah.
We like the shops, right?
Yeah.
We like being in here and working, but I enjoy going to the schools and like hanging out with the players and like teaching them about nutrition. I love that.
Yeah.
I love going hang out with coaches, seeing what their needs are and like talking to them about what they need.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then like that drives people in here and that's cool and all. I don't really, at the end of the day, I care about giving back to those athletes, right? Because if I can do something for them and then they can go on in their life, right? If it helps something I tell them now, they're using it when they're 30.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's incredible to me. I would love that because remember, I was their age. I didn't have anybody coming around to my school and donating their time to teach me about nutrition, right?
Yeah.
I Googled it. I had to figure it all out, right?
Yeah.
Coaches are so busy for like this is the example I'm gonna use. Coaches are so busy, their parents, their teachers, their coaches. Nutrition is one of those things that's like it's part of the job that gets put on the back end.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, go lose weight. Go make sure
Yeah.
you're eating right? Go make sure
Get in the weight room.
Yeah, but there's no like hard info on what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. How to do it. How to
Right.
really do it. Anybody
Yeah.
can lift weights, but you know, you're not doing any protein or whatever the little things you may need to do, right?
Correct.
There's just go get in the weight room.
Yeah, make sure you're eating enough. Make sure you're eating the right things. But like
Yeah.
nobody's teaching the kids what that actually
Yeah.
is.
What is the right thing? Right? What is the right thing to eat?
And it's all based off who that kid is, right? And so like it's not a general thing to teach.
Mhm.
And you have to actually talk to the individual person. My diet is different than hers.
Yeah.
Hers is different than y'all,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And so like it's the relationships that we're building with the community. That's where we set our thought like ourselves apart. That's what our goals are and what we're doing.
Yeah, it's us.
Yeah.
Like there's some people we try to switch back and forth. So like when we were both here, everybody knew, you know, they came in and it was us. And now I'm mostly here, he's mostly there. We try to switch a couple days a week because people will come in and they'll be like, where's Sean? And I'm like, it's down the street, go down the street. Or like he'll be here and they'll be like, oh my gosh, is Olivia okay? Is she sick? Is something? And then he's like, no, we just switched places. So it's like it's just us. And like when it's always chaotic in here. I will tell people like, oh, sorry, it's never this chaotic, especially your first time. People come in. If I'm by myself or the girls are in here or we're both in here, there's something always ridiculous. Brandon can tell you something ridiculous is always happening in here. And I'll be like, sorry, it's never this chaotic in here. That's like the number one lie I tell people. It's always chaotic. Something just ridiculous. And it's just fun. It's just people like it's just the environment we give you.
Yeah.
It's always worse when we're together though. It's always worse when
I
we're
mean,
together.
but I don't know. Brandon and I had everybody in here in an uproar the other day.
If I'm here, we gonna have a decent good conversation.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
And it's everybody.
It depends on who's here.
Yeah.
Because we get some good people in here like we did on Friday, and we'll have some good conversations.
It's
Yeah. I mean, I like personally just because I'm so involved, not in the business side, but like the community you talk about, right?
mm-hmm.
Right. I've coached at Ackworth for, I don't know, 6 years now. I'm on the board over there. So I'm always here. So any business that is about the community is big to me, right? I know we talked about it earlier. I know everybody and their brother comes and asks for sponsorships, and I know y'all do that. So I will gladly support any business that is about the community because there's so many businesses out here that aren't, right? It's just you go, you eat, you go, you drink, you go, and there's no, I don't even know, some of these businesses on this street, I couldn't tell you who the owner is.
Yeah.
Right. But if you come in and the owner's there every day and they're talking to you and you're doing this, like I know he's no longer, but even down at Henry's, right? Used to go into Henry's all the time, and who's there all the time? Henry. He's always there, walking at every single table. And I feel like that's the same thing, right? I like that spot because he's there. You see him. Same thing here. You're out in the community. You're doing good things. I personally like that. Like I said, any business like that for me, I'm going to support because I give a lot of my time to the community. Maybe these little kids over here at Ackworth, but you know, it's not just Ackworth. A lot of community at North Paulding, but that's what I like. I'm big about the community, so you know, awesome that y'all are, you know, do that. I guess you have a proudest moment thus far. I mean, whether it's just opening another store for y'all, or did you help somebody, or did somebody reach out to y'all, or I mean it can be, you know, that you've survived the last year.
Yeah.
I mean, that y'all's marriage has survived,
Yeah.
you know, opening 2
Oh
stores.
yeah, everybody thinks that is mind blowing. They also get mind blown that we're a newer couple, I guess,
Yeah.
because we met, I quit my job, we opened a business, we planned a wedding, like we did all of it at once, and everybody's just like, huh? And I'm like, no. We're not ever reason. I was like, the more we do, the more we thrive. So
The busier we are, the less time we have to like be stressed, right?
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess so we'll swap that because I know it is a new thing for y'all, but I guess having this as a married couple, I know it's not easy. I know you don't agree on everything.
Oh.
So how do we make it work? How do we not argue? How do we not argue about work? how do we not bring work back home?
To the
How,
house.
how do we not, you know?
I try it my way.
45 minutes before we started, we argued about how big of a TV are we putting in here. So like, we're just, and it's nothing for us to be that upset about. We'll argue it, we'll get it out, we'll figure out who makes more sense, and then 30 seconds later, we'll be like, oh, it was done.
Yeah.
So like, it's just.
And Olivia's worked in like environments like this before. I've never worked at a fast food joint. I've never worked food in my life.
Yeah.
Right. So like this is all new for me. Right. So like whenever I have an idea, you should be like, that's not gonna work. I'm like, I have my own shop, it's gonna work. I'll try it. And then it doesn't work. And she's like, okay, can we do it my way now? I'm like,
Maybe.
yeah, okay. But like the not bringing it home part, like work is work, home is home, right? Those are 2 different environments. They have 2 different boxes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so if you just try to put the work stuff into a box and handle it before you get home, it's like we are constantly on the phone.
Our drive home is
Yeah.
just arguing about work, and then we get home, and I'm like, "What do you want for dinner?"
Yeah.
So it's just like the drive home is when we like beef out all the things,
Yeah.
and then
We
it's
usually pull
done.
into the driveway at the same exact time, or like within a minute or two. We sit in the cars, but waiting for the other one to get there. And the walk inside, like, is our apologies, and we're inside the door. We're happy for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So sorry, Sean. What do you want to eat?
Yeah.
Everybody gets happy.
yeah, he's a simple man.
Yeah. Feed me, I'm good.
Yeah.
But like,
Is it food or is it Olivia?
it depends on the day.
50.
But like, I don't know. I don't think like circling back around, like 2 shops is awesome. I don't think it's our proudest moment. I think any moment where someone calls us is like up there. So like a high school down the road called us and they were like, the kids here are rioting for you to be at prom. And we were like, what? And they were like, yeah, do you want to come to our prom? So like us in that school and the little prom committee, like we brainstormed and we figured out what would work best for them, how we could be there and how we could be at prom. And it was just like kids walked through the door and screamed when they saw us. They were so excited. Or like the rodeo. We did a rodeo a couple weeks ago. They called us and they were like, hey, we've heard about you guys, don't know who you are, what you do, but like the community loves you. How can we work? And I was like, this is so crazy. Like if you knew us, like he rodeos.
Yeah.
We did. Not anymore.
I rode bulls for about 8 months when I was getting out of high school, right?
Ooh, and I'm scared to get back on one, but
No.
we won't talk about that.
Olivia made it a rule when we started working on radio that I wasn't allowed to get on the back of a bull.
Yeah.
I asked. They told me it was in the contract. So
So it's like any.
So the next rodeo is going to be on the bull. Look out for him, guys.
I told him he could be with the little kids and the sheep.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right, that's what I said.
Jump on one of those.
I'm gonna ride a sheep out when it'll last a second.
Yeah.
So any, I guess, kind of wrapping the whole business side up before we jump into a little over under, but any big events you're doing, any community events you're doing that we can come out and see where you're at, try to see other than coming here
Yeah.
or coming up to the other shop, where can we see you out and about?
We do events. We try to schedule an event like once a week. We love
Yes.
we love being out there. So any events, anything you want to find out what we're doing, we social media hard. We make sure everybody knows. We put signs in the shop. There are more rodeos coming up.
Yeah.
It's fall festival time. We're already getting in fall festivals.
Football season.
Yep.
Yep.
All the things are coming. We haven't announced any yet, but we're about to get ready to announce some. So just find us on social media.
Yeah.
And it'll all be there.
Dockside and TSP.
Yeah. So
Instagram.
yeah, I was going to say Instagram. What do we got? Instagram.
Everything.
TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah.
You name it.
Yeah.
It's not MySpace for all you
Yeah.
extras.
Well, I just heard MySpace was coming back. Supposedly, I read an article the other day.
Oh, that
You can't read.
I'm just telling you. All right. We're getting to our overrated, underrated segment. The segment is brought to you by Chris, Power Washing by Chris. Give him a call for all your pressure washing needs. He can do your house, driveway, sidewalks, fence, porches, or gutters. Or I don't know if there's something you can think of that you won't pressure wash. He will.
it'll watch it.
He'll probably wash it. He'll at least give you a quote on it. I can guarantee that. He's also on Chris by Power Washing by Chris. And then you can also find him on our social medias as well. Or you can give him a call at 678-605-6565. All right. First overrated, underrated question is, well, we kind of had this discussion on Friday, but we're going to bring it back here for our segment. Black Friday shopping. Sean, you can go first.
I hate shopping in general. The Black Friday shopping to me does not sound like a great time. I never went when I was younger. It just wasn't a thing we did, right? Somebody has a different opinion than me. But
Somebody drug you along for the Black Friday shopping.
every year.
I
It's
plan
a schedule.
our whole yearly event. We need a new TV. You better wait till Black Friday. We need new towels and bed sheets. You better wait till Black Friday. Anything.
Yep.
You better give me your Christmas list before Black Friday. 'Cause that's when I buy everything.
So it's overrated for Sean, underrated for Olivia.
I mean, I'm overrated all day. I'm just like Sean. I don't want to go shopping. Matter of fact, I just went shopping with Tate, with the whole family, Lauren and everybody yesterday to get cleats and tennis shoes and a mouthpiece. And we went to Academy, and then we went to Dick's Sporting Goods, and it was absolutely miserable.
Now think about the money you would save if you bought it back last November.
Last Black Friday.
Black Friday, if he was just there.
Yeah. So I am overrated. It wasn't even Black Friday, and those stores were slammed out to the
The
max.
school shopping, dude.
Don't want nothing to do with it. Overrated.
So overrated for me, Black Friday shopping. We got Cyber Mondays for a reason. We have Amazon. We have online. I'm the type of dude, I like to go in and get what I need and get the heck out. And that's the type of dude I am. I'm not going to go sit out in front of a store on Thanksgiving night at freaking 4 a.m.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore. Okay, the magic of Black Friday is gone. Okay, now you can just stroll in there.
Yeah, it starts on Wednesday now.
Yeah. Now some stores do it like all month long. It's
Yeah.
not as magical as it used to be. Nobody's fighting over the last Xbox or
Olivia.
pots and pans.
Olivia. Overrated.
It's underrated.
Overrated. All right, we're going to move on to the next one. We'll start with Olivia for this one. Pre-workout drink before you work out or anything in life, actually.
Well, I don't work out, so.
Pre-workout before you start your day. Sean, give you a little scoop of pre-workout before you.
I don't think anybody. I would run through the wall.
Yeah, that's not safe for anybody. I get like pre-workout.
So it's underrated for you.
Yeah,
I think
Overrated.
it's me
Overrated.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sean, what you got?
Oh, underrated all day. I don't step in the gym without some high stem pre-workout. I want to feel like I have ants underneath my skin. So
I'm overrated. I've taken it. I just don't need it. I don't need it. I can go out and work. I promise you. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Sean and I don't even know what Brandon's going to say, but I think I know what Brandon's going to say. I think he's going to be for it. Maybe they can put me on something, but I've taken pre-workout and I don't really feel much different. I can go in and lift weights just as easy without it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they need to put me on something, but I'm going to say overrated. Pre-workout is overrated.
I'm gonna give some shots fired at Brian right here. Brian don't do pre-workout because he works out at a girl gym. If you work out at a man's gym, Sean,
yeah,
you need that extra pre-workout to get out there and throw up whatever. In my case, 250. Sean's case, probably 400. But you need the pre-workout to get in there. When you go to a little girl's gym and we just run around throwing 15-pound weight dumbbells around, yeah, you probably don't need a freaking pre-workout.
15s.
Probably. Probably.
15s.
15s.
Pre-workout's the same thing as straps.
Yeah, same reason why the same reason why you don't use straps. Because you don't lift heavy weights. You're at a girl's gym. They probably don't even have heavy weights that burn.
Come on over and try to throw up them 150 dumbbells. We'll see what you got.
Oh, I will.
I could.
I can't do the 150s yet. Not on chest, but legs for sure, but not chest. But go ahead. Move on. Overrated pre-workout.
Underrated. All right. The tipping culture. Overrated, underrated. Olivia, you can start with that one.
I mean, tips is how they make most of their money. I always tip. I mean, you don't always have to give the biggest tip if, they don't care about you, but like, hey, they're working for those tips.
So what if you're at Subway? You're for.
I mean, I usually give everybody like $1.
Okay.
I mean, you're still doing a little job. You're making I don't know what it is now. Minimum wage is $7.50. You know what? Here's $1. Thank you.
You deserve the $1.
Yeah.
You really help them out with the $1.
Well, I mean, it's not like a waitress who's constantly like running back and forth and like, yeah, that is. But like if you go to Subway or the person who takes your order at like, I don't know, what, Five Guys?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? You showed up to work today.
If you talked to me at 25 or younger, I would tell you it's overrated. I didn't tip before 25. I don't think I ever left a tip for anybody. I would just
not even at a restaurant.
Nope, didn't tip.
I'm not even calling you. But people want to call you.
My presence was the tip that you got.
There it is.
I have now matured since then.
Thank God.
And now I will tip.
That's why we're later in life.
Yeah, see? I thought it was overrated. Now it is underrated, especially opening a store and having it like this and seeing what it does for our employees.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I am more prone to tip on every occasion now than I was. Before this, the Subway situations, nothing.
Yeah.
You got nothing. You got minimum wage. You're not a waitress who's getting sub-minimum wage, right? You got nothing from it. Now I'll throw you the little 10% and just be about my day, right?
And I'll say I kind of thought I knew where y'all were going to go on that. But I am a little different. It depends on the store. Yeah. And it depends on the service. But like there's some places that I go to a lot that I can't stand it. Like going through the drive-through at Dunkin' Donuts and you ask me for a tip, there's no way. I haven't even said but one word to you. Now, if I come in here and you talk to me and you tell me what tea I need and we've gone through this, you put in a little work. That's my opinion. But I go to Dunkin', you just hand me my black coffee. It ain't even a latte or anything like that. It's just a black coffee. Just a black coffee. And I'll get a little cup of ice with it too because I have to put a few ice cubes so I can drink it immediately.
Can I get black coffee, some ice cubes, please? But he don't want a tip, and they're over here giving them
So
ice cubes.
it's the drive-through that I have a problem tipping. I don't like tipping in a drive-through.
So if you went inside Dunkin' Donuts into that same order, you would tip?
No.
Okay.
I would not. I would not. I'm trying to use the drive-through as an example, but it's just certain things. I don't know. I just Dunkin' Donuts, you go, you order, she puts the cup under it, puts it down, says goodbye, and that's it. She didn't even ask me how my day was. She didn't even ask me how I like my coffee.
So I hope she hears this and she starts asking out your day.
Now I'm gonna have to swap
That poor girl.
I'm like Brian. I'm kind of on the fence. There's certain stores, certain places like, and I guess and who's behind the counter. Because if I come into Dockside and I got some young teenager doing my thing, I feel a little obligated because I'm like, yeah, they don't have much money anyways, and probably ask their mom and dad for gas money, and that's probably why they're working anyways. But one thing I had happen recently is I literally went to the car wash, literally down the street in Ackworth. All the person did was ask me for my debit card so that they could slide it and ask me which thing, and you could do it yourself. But they literally, they send somebody out there so they can upsell you on like an unlimited membership. They literally asked me for my debit card, swipe my debit card for me on the most expensive car wash I was getting, and then on the screen asked me for a tip. For what? All you did was get my debit card and swiped it, and I got to give you $1. I'm not giving you $1 for swiping my debit card. I could have done it myself. If you weren't there, I would have done it anyways. But restaurants and little things, Subway, I'm helping you make my sandwich. I don't. It's a little hard for me to tip there.
You ain't putting nothing on that sandwich.
I'm telling them what to do on my sandwich.
You didn't put nothing on there.
Hey, I'm like, hey, throw my ham on there.
Real quick, I'll tell you this. I think it is we touched on it earlier, the community thing, right? Like you come in, I'll just use Dockside because we're here, but you come in here and you're talking to me and we figure things out and you're cool and we're cool and we're having a conversation. I will probably leave a tip. Yeah. But if it's just, hey, here's your drink, thank you. That's it. Like if you just engage in conversation, which I think I'm a lot like y'all. If I owned a shop, I want to talk to you a little bit to figure out what's going on. I enjoy the talking, the getting to know somebody a little more. And I think if you do that, I'll give you $1, $2, $3.
That's a part of our training too.
Yeah.
Like the girls will be like, okay, here you go. And then turn around. I'm like, dude, did you meet Mr. John? And ask him how his grandkids were. And they were like, what? And I'm like, yeah. And I was like, he comes in here every day. If you learned, and now each one of our girls, she has like a whole bunch of afternoon people who come in, and I'm like, hey, how are you? And she's like, oh, this is Stacy, and she works down here. And I'm like, that's what I'm talking about.
There's nothing better as a patron to any place that you walk in and somebody says, hey, how'd it take doing this baseball tournament this week? And I'm like, what? Excuse me? You remembered that? Like we talked about that last week.
Yeah.
And then you bring that up. Like you bring that stuff up. Hey. And then I'm like, what?
We're not just stalking you on social media.
Either way, I don't care. They know they've invested enough in me. And I'm just lonely Brian walking into Dockside. And Sean knows that Tate had a tournament last weekend because he remembered it from last week when I talked to him, right? Or Olivia knows that McKinley had a cheer competition and wants to know how that resonates with me. And I'm sure it does a lot of other people. Little tangent there, but.
No, we firmly believe in that one over here.
Yeah.
We're with you.
All right, next one. Grocery delivery.
Overrated.
I can start this one just because I already know I want to be in the I know that I don't like Black Friday shopping, but there's just something about me going and picking out a strawberry versus the delivery person grabbing all the rotten ones. I want to go in, make sure my stuff is good. So I'm going to say grocery delivery is overrated. I'm gonna go buy my groceries.
Oh yeah, no, that's underrated. If I'm at the house, I'm not leaving. If it's me and Olivia's not going with me, those groceries are getting delivered. I don't care what they send me; it all cooks the same. If it's Ryan's going
That's
back,
right.
I'll order some more. We got the drone delivery for that quick
Yeah.
delivery stuff. I'm not worried about it.
So for me, actually, me and my wife Annette, we just discovered that Costco will now ship it to the house. Now, the reason why I say it's underrated because if any of us four ever walked into Sam's or Costco, you know you ain't walking out less than 150, 200 bucks. Now, I feel like that's the minimum. And I feel like the same way if I walk into Publix. Usually, for me, if I'm going to Publix, it's after I work out. So chances are I'm hungry when I'm going into the store.
Makes it worse.
And y'all know when you walk in a grocery store anywhere, you're 20 times more hungry. You're 20 times more going to grab more than what you probably don't even need. I bet, Olivia, every time you probably gone in there, you probably at least grabbed one thing you didn't need.
Oh, well, I have a rule. This is my rule.
Oh, what's your rule?
If you're going in a grocery shop, you get a buggy. If you're going in on a mission, you can only buy what you can carry. Can't get a buggy.
We're a little
But how?
Yeah, you can't get anything.
Hold on. Time out with this.
So, like,
Hold on. So, how in the world do you go into a grocery store and not? You should be on a mission every time you go in, right, Sean?
No.
Like the mission one is like, okay, we need this for the shop, so I'm gonna go get bananas. That's the mission. So she goes in, she grabs bananas, and if she can grab whatever she can in her arms that she please, that's what she gets.
Yeah.
She doesn't take a buggy because then she can buy $100, $200.
If you keep adding stuff, yeah, you can't get a buggy. Like if I know we need laundry detergent, bananas, and paper towels, yeah. So I go get it, and if I walk next to the cookies, can I still carry my paper towels?
Yeah, you can.
Cookies. Okay,
You'll
great.
find a way.
Then you walk over and you're like, dang. We could really use some Dr. Peppers, but I don't want to buy soda. Can you carry a Dr. Pepper? No, you can't. Okay, we're not getting the soda.
Yeah, I need to enact that rule.
It's a thing.
It's kind of fair.
We went to the lake, I don't know, last week or something real quick. Lauren and the girls go in and it's me and Tate in the truck. And I said, but we were going to eat. All she was supposed to get is chicken and potato salad. We were going to go eat on the lake, on the boat, and be done. I said, Tate, I'll bet you $25 that mama comes out with more than 2 items. It's a whole buggy. We got Gatorades and Cokes and fruit and the whole thing. And it's $100. We were supposed to spend $20 and we spent $170 later. We're here.
Sean, you know how you stop that? Get a delivery.
Exactly.
You get a delivery, you ain't got to worry about all that. If you'd had that delivered to the house, you didn't even have to show up there and worry about that.
That's true, but I didn't do the shopping. That's why I said I will go into the grocery store. When I go in with a purpose. I know exactly what I'm getting. I promise you I will not get one thing.
Wait 1 second. She's going in there and getting everything that you just need without grabbing something else. I don't even know if that's even possible.
Look, every time I walk into a Publix that has a sushi bar, I'm buying sushi.
Yeah,
right? Doesn't matter why.
That may be my thing. If I walk by a sushi bar, Tate's like, Dad, can we grab a roll? I'm like, yeah, grab 2.
Not if you get it delivered to the house.
They'll deliver the sushi. That's okay.
Next one is naps.
Overrated.
Underrated. I love a nap.
I'm right with Sean. I'm not even sure I can tell you the last time I took a nap. So I'm going to say overrated. I feel like Brandon's making a face, and it don't matter. I feel like naps are a girl thing.
I would love to call. I would love.
So go ahead and say underrated, Brandon.
That will be posted on the socials. Y'all can bet that. But I bet we call Lauren. She'll tell you Brian's napping on the couch.
Okay, but see, there's a difference in like falling asleep while you're watching TV and laying down for a nap.
Purposely taking a nap.
2 completely different things. I can doze off any day of the week. But me going and getting in the bed and taking a nap is a completely different thing. I just resigned my entire day is over with if I go get in that bed.
for me, really on Sundays, a good Sunday nap. Let me get like at least, I'm not good for short naps. I don't do these 15-minute naps where I wake up and I'm still tired. I need like at least a minimum, a solid hour nap, maybe longer. And I'm good. I might not sleep the rest of the night, but dude, there's nothing better than a good nap.
No, if Olivia lays down for a nap, I know our day is over with. It can be, she can lay down at noon and we're not leaving the house again that day. And if we are, it's because she woke up and decided she wanted to take a little trip somewhere and she got bored. But like, we're no longer, there's nothing productive happening for the rest of our day if a nap happens.
I love a nap.
There's always good naps. The next one is birthday parties for adults.
I mean, I said it earlier. I'll say it again. Brandon's going to argue this fact, but you are a grown adult. Birthday parties are for kids. We don't need a birthday. I will say, because I already know what Brandon's going to say, if you're having a 40th, if you're having your 50th or your 60th or whatever it is, the big numbers you start getting up. But I personally will never plan a birthday party. If it's coming up to October 28th, I'm not calling Brandon and Sean and saying, hey, we're going out for my birthday. I'm not going to do that. Now, whether Lauren does that or not, she may do that, but that ain't on me. I'm not planning a birthday party. I don't care.
Tone over there.
Well, you got me. I know where you're going with this.
Excited over a birthday for adults here. Calm it down.
But why are the big ones? Why is 30, 40, and 50? Why are those even important anyways? Right? After your 21st birthday, nothing matters.
You're 100% right.
That matters when you're like Brian and you're 40 years old and you get over the hill. By God, well, you got to celebrate it.
Look, you're about to turn 50, Brandon.
Yeah.
We're not getting together for your birthday either.
Hey, you better believe when I turn 50, the whole damn act works going to be. Because we going to have a party.
It's going to be a live podcast.
That's right. Me, definitely for the big milestones, maybe you don't have to do it every single year. But, like, I mean, it's an excuse to get with your friends. And the problem is like, now as adults and people have kids, it's hard to get everybody together. And I feel like once a year for your birthday, why not, man? Let's get everybody together. Matter of fact, I do it every year. I can tell you where we're going. This year for my birthday, we've done it every year, probably for the last, God, I don't know how long, but we go to Taco Mac every year. You can guarantee we're going to Taco Mac. We're going to pound some beers and shut Taco Mac down. And that's what we do every year. I don't even really call it a birthday party. It's really more of a get-together. But I get all my friends, we go to Taco Mac, and we drink some alcohol and eat some wings.
Brandon, you know what that sounds like? That sounds like you're one of those people who only calls people on holidays.
Yeah.
You have to have an occasion to get together, and that's just not what it is.
That's how busy life is.
Well, then you should just be able to call me any Tuesday. Let's go eat wings.
There we go.
It doesn't have to be a set day of the year.
Okay. Well,
no.
Overrated.
Underrated.
You know how, well, first of all, Taco Mac's a little far for me. You might have one down the road from y'all.
I do. And they are overrated too, but that's a
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. We'll have Taco Mac in the overrated, underrated.
I mean, I can't lie.
Wow.
I think Taco Mac is overrated.
What?
All right.
Yeah, I don't.
Shut it down.
I don't really.
Shut her
I
down.
can't believe we came to Dockside now.
Right.
What's overrated about it? So, first of all, the question is, are you a wing person?
Yep.
Yeah.
You like to eat wings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So where's your favorite wing spot?
Probably B-dubs.
Oh, my.
That's
God.
terrible.
You talk about
Well, I like nuggets, right?
Oh, my God, Brian.
So
You're talking about a girl.
funny story.
Nuggets.
Until our diet last year, I didn't eat anything on the bone.
Oh,
I eat any meat on the bone. So I am new to the whole like bone and wing game. I am now eating them, and I like Sidelines a lot for their wings.
Oh, no.
I know that's a controversial thing. I get it.
Not great.
Sidelines is my place for wings. B-dubs is where I go for my nuggets. All right. Let me go ahead and clarify that.
Definitely a chicken.
Sauce is better.
Chicken nuggets
It's
is
the
what
sauce.
it is.
It's not the
The
quality of the
sauce.
chicken. It's the sauce.
The sauce is Taco Mac.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not. They're around here. Yes, they're around here. The hot wings, if you get true hot. Now there is one flavor about B-dubs. I like their Nashville hot, like dry rub or whatever. I do like that. But if I'm going for hot wings, which I get 98% of the time, it's going to be at Taco Mac. I think Taco Mac wings around here are the best. And I'm not even going to get into the chicken nugget conversation.
Look, that was a huge fight.
I can't believe that. Sean just admitted he.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It is what it is.
This is terrible.
Look at him. He can.
All right. The next one we got is dry scooping pre-workouts. We already know Olivia, she ain't about pre-workouts, but Sean here, what you got?
Underrated. I will dry scoop all day. If I don't have my shaker cup, I did this morning. Didn't have my shaker cup with me. I had a little bit of water in the truck. I put the scoop directly in my mouth and just put the water in my mouth and splashed it around. My thing.
No.
No?
No.
No?
No.
All right.
No.
Never mind.
Shoot it up. Let's hear it. Don't block it out now.
Yeah.
Go ahead, let the world know. We already know.
Have you ever seen the videos of the guys putting pre-workout in their mouth and their girlfriend or wife spitting energy drink into their mouth? I would love to do that.
No.
It gets shut down every time I ask.
You're not making that viral TikTok.
Maybe we should leave that off the
Yeah.
podcast, but hey, that's going to go viral.
That viral TikTok is not
That
happening.
may be the opening of what I posted today at 6:00. So,
Perfect.
I love that.
Brian, what you got?
I mean, I already said,
You don't want your wife spitting in your mouth with dry?
no, I don't even do pre-workout or protein, yes, but we're talking about dry scooping pre-workout. I'm kind of, and it may not be the same. Brandon said something about it earlier, but I feel like just taking a spoonful of cinnamon. I don't even know that I have enough. And I guess when I'm thinking about dry scooping, so you're talking about dumping it and adding water with it. You're not.
That's the only way you can.
Okay.
You're not swallowing it.
Well, that's what I was wondering. I'm thinking you just dumping in and using your spit to like get it.
The shaker cup.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you're dumping it in, putting some water, and more rocking and rolling.
Only the goodie powder.
Yeah.
Like goody powder, you just dump.
That's what I was.
The good powder, I gotta have something behind it.
But I'm gonna say so this will be an answer that I didn't know. I would say overrated, but now that I know that you don't just dump it in and like try to force it down, like you put some water, what's wrong with that? I would probably say underrated. Why not do that?
It's more potent because
Yeah,
it's watered down.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I love pre-workout, but I'm not putting dry workout in my mouth and shooting it behind. I mean, I can see it now. I'll puke. I'll puke. It'll get stuck in my throat and I'll puke, and I'm not ruining my workout before all that.
But it hits you harder because it absorbs through your gums and it's right there in your brain. You're good.
Oh, it hits you harder, all right, when you're throwing up everywhere. All right, last one, and then we'll close this out. Ooh. Loud exhaust on cars or trucks.
We'll go ahead and let you guys have that.
I mean, I guess I could say this is a horror. I don't feel like mine's loud, but I could be wrong because I'm inside the truck, so I don't really know. Y'all heard me pull up, so I don't know, but I don't really hear it. But I like it. I got a big truck. I like a loud exhaust. Maybe that's a little redneck in me. I don't really know. I don't know what it is. I'm going to say underrated because I like to hear the sound of a big diesel or a big V8. I want to hear what you got.
So, me, I'm definitely underrated, but only on trucks. I only want to hear a good sounding V8 truck. I don't want to hear it on your little 4-cylinder car. I don't want to hear your little Bumblebee running down. You trying to jump on it and trying to make us hear it inside Dockside. It's annoying on a car, but a good sounding truck, V8 truck, let's roll with it.
Overrated. The only time you should be able to hear exhaust is on a motorcycle, and that's for a safety reason. The fact that, Brian, you said earlier, oh, I like it loud because it's better for my gas mileage. You bought that big old truck. You ain't worried about gas mileage. All right? I don't want to hear the excuses. You want everybody to hear you so they look at your truck when you drive by. We know what it is. Okay?
That might be a little bit of a case. The louder, the better, but not those little cars.
Oh, I think it's overrated. I think it's overrated on your Honda Accord. I think it's overrated on your F-250.
We have a bar in our neighborhood. We can hear him when he cranks up in the morning.
Yeah.
And we're just like, oh, well, there goes Mach 2.
And he's got his little license plate. I'm like, oh, Mark's home.
I mean, I'm sure that's what people say about me in there, because it's always louder in the morning when it ain't ran all night long, and then it cranks up.
Yeah.
But I could go down the gas mileage, but we ain't gonna.
You just said you don't think it's loud, but you're like, oh well, it probably is kind of loud.
Right. Well, because I can hear
your whole neighborhood probably hears.
The only reason is because I remote start it from my bedroom, like when it's cold, and it's real bad. When it's cold, it's really bad because that diesel and it's cold and it does get a little louder. So I do hear it there, but
I think the first initial like start, it's fine, but like the slightest touch on the gas pedal and you're going 3 miles an hour, overrated.
Definitely. Well, and I've never been the type of person. Well, in my younger days was, but like now that I'm a grown up now, I'm not the type of person just to rev it up. And that's another thing that I can't stand either. Is like, some teenagers or some dudes just purposely gun it just so you could try to show out in front of people.
yeah, I'm a burnout on the way out of here.
Yeah.
Sorry, Miss Cho's not here today.
Look, I think this is so overrated that I have a 4-cylinder Jeep Wrangler back home that I had here when I first moved, and it's so loud it sounds like a weed eater that I went and bought a whole truck and took a car payment on to get rid of it. And that's how overrated I actually think this is.
All right. Well, that'll conclude this episode. I really want to thank y'all again for bringing us in and letting us talk to y'all, business owners and husband and wife and big community people. So I really appreciate that. Solid episode. You got anything, Brandon?
No, I mean, the only thing that, as always, follow us on any platform you listen to us on, rate us, like us, send us DMs, tell us what you want to hear. We always love to add things on the overrated, underrated segment. People give us stuff all the time. If there's something you want to hear from us, shoot it over to us. Also, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. We're always posting on there. Give us a follow. We're trying to hit 1,000 followers on Instagram. And then, not to mention, now that we can finally see our Apple numbers, we're trying to hit 100 on Apple followers and 100 people on Spotify. Also, starting hopefully this week, we should be going live video on Apple this week. So not only on TikTok can you guys see us, but you should start seeing us on Apple starting this week. But that's all I got. Thanks for Don,
and don't forget to follow Dockside. And for the love of God, just come grab a tea. See what they got working on. Talk to one of them. They'll be here. Talk to them. Come grab a tea. Follow them on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all that. But until next time,
see ya.